Well, it's Wednesday, April 15th, about 9 p.m. I watched a little bit of news up there on that one. Turned that other one off. Anyway, I spent the last 2 days tearing garage doors apart. The guy gave to me. So this is kind of the leftover debris. And I got a can full of miscellaneous screws and bolts I can play with later. So my parts came in today, Wednesday, from Speedway Motors. There's that bracket I was telling you about that I can hook the caliper to. This caliper right here. It'll bolt to this thing right here. You can see them two bolt holes. There you go. Anyway, and it's a little bit wider, so it'll fit the rotor that, I better get over and show you that. They came in the mail too, they're pretty. And they fit the hats that I got. And this stuff says California on it, so I think it's actually made in the United States. A lot of the other stuff says made in China on it. See, this says made in China. Yeah. Anyway, I had to finish this other hub and then cut the inside of it for the seal in the backside. And I got both sides looking the same on the backside. Now I got to make this washer, and this thing was out of round. So I had to cut this surface down here so it's level, and then I can stick it in the lathe and it should be square. And I had to go back to the old chucks because them new chucks that I put in that went around the outside edge made this thing kind of wobble. Like this one guy told me, he says, I think you better not do that. So I went back to these, and they're a little bit of wobble, but not near as bad as that other one. So anyway, I'll put this thing on here, and I'll cut this outside edge to where it fits in this hole on the disc brake hat. And then I'll cut a little groove in here and keep digging until it decides to fall apart. And then that part will fit against here. So when I put this thing on, I'll have my little washer that goes between this edge and that edge, and that should get that thing centered right on this hub. And then that way I can drill the holes for the Chevy car bolt pattern, because right now it's set up for the Ford, and I got them studs over there with tubing I can screw them down in the Ford bolt pattern, and then that way I know exactly where the Chevrolet bolt pattern is supposed to go. So anyway, that's kind of the thought. I killed a lot of time today. And then I was looking at this steering column here, and I got this in a bunch of stuff, and it's too long. And I hate to shorten it up, but something's got to happen. Because what I got to do, I found one of them street rod things in the Speedway catalog to where you can have your, see, I got this bracket up here that the steering column goes to, and it goes up and down like this, but then it's got an angle, so I'm going to have to angle it down to some kind of a chain drive deal to where I got that column coming down to something and going down to something else, and then go out here to turn the shaft for the rack and pinion. And I used to do them on tractors and everything else. In stock cars we used to do it so you could sit in the middle and have the steering wheel over to one side. So Speedway's got one listed, but it's $600, so I gotta see if I can manufacture one, either that or find one at the swap meet. So that's what I got going on right now. It's about 9 o'clock p.m. See you later, bye. Off.